Each and every one of you are so special too. I'm very protective of all of you and all the publicity that we've been getting lately. I do an interview a day with some newspaper or magazine, and you can tell right away if the reporter doesn't get it. If they're born organized and they have no clue. And I have to spend the better part of the first hour of the interview trying to explain what we do. That it's not about how to clean. It's about how to motivate people to get up and move. Even if it's only 15 minutes at a time. We sit on our frannies because we think it's going to take us all day. All I want you to do is 15 minutes a day of decluttering. 15 short minutes. And when you set a timer and you're done with your 15 minutes, you can stop. That timer gives you such freedom. Because before, we would spend all day running around with our heads cut off. And we're not ever finishing anything. You go from one room to the next room to the next room, and you don't know what you went into the other room without it. One time on a tape, Pam and Peggy said, whenever you leave one room, look what's in your hand. They found a wooden spoon in the bathroom and the hairbrush in the kitchen. You have to stop and slow down. We get in such a hurry with our lives that we don't know where we're going. It's like getting on that freeway and just driving. You have no destination, but you're taking every side road trying to find where you're going. You have to slow down, read your map, and just follow some simple directions. And before you know it, it'll come together. But it starts with the sink. That's the only homework assignment I ever give you that actually tell you how to clean. We all know how to clean. Our mamas made us do it on Saturdays. And we had a whole Saturday that we hated our mothers. I'd rather be out with my friends. There are people that spring clean. They can't, those born organized people that think they have to spring clean in the fall and in the spring too. And spend all this time getting all the cobwebs out, doing everything that needs to be done. Yet they're not spending those precious moments with their babies. And the whole time they're yelling. How many of you catch yourself starting to say those hateful words to your babies and you stop? And you know that there's a different way. Now, you can just love them because you're setting the example for those babies. You're setting the example for your husbands. You are letting them see that, as Pam and Peggy said this morning, they can't teach you something that they don't do themselves. You can't ask your babies to clean their room if yours looks like a graveyard. That's the place for anything that doesn't have a home, gets in a bag or a basket and gets stuffed beside your bed or in your closet. Those having that room to gather up all these, put all this leftover stuff in there, that is your room, and it needs to be the cleanest room in the house. And if you're going through a remodel, it needs to be the absolute cleanest room in the house because that's your sanctuary. It's not fun. I would not let the remodel people touch my bedroom until I was out of town. And then I had to leave because it was too hard on us. Just know that your bedroom needs to be the cleanest room in the house because you need to be able to rest well, and nothing needs to be under your bed. You don't need things hiding in the closet so that when you walk in there, you get overwhelmed by things falling and hitting you. in the head, and then these old clothes reaching out and saying, you don't wear them anymore because you're too big. You have to get rid of those voices in your closet that yell at you when you walk through the door. You have to make that room the most peaceful room in the house, because that's your room. That's not the baby's room. That's not the husband's room, even though he sleeps there. But that is your room. It's your comfort zone.